back to my channel Magic Unleashed. If you are new, welcome to the family. My name is Dina. Today we are going to be talking about manifestation, and I thought this would be a good time to talk about this because we are nearing the end of the year, so it is a good time to get our manifestations in check, get on track for the new year. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you some manifestation magic, journal prompts, and tips and tricks to make your dreams happen. So the first thing we're going to be talking about are journal prompts, and I personally like to have a specific journal just for manifestation and scripting and things like that. So I highly recommend you get yourself one. If you don't already have one, honestly, you could just pick it up at the dollar store. They're very inexpensive there. So the first journal prompt I have for you is, what is currently stopping me from having blank? So whatever thing you want to focus on, what's currently stopping you from having that? Take the time to list down all the things. They could be mindsets. They could be any sort of obstacles that you're currently dealing with. Get everything down. So from there, we're actually going to get deeper. So we're going to break down all of these obstacles, all these things that are stopping us from having our goal, and finding that root cause of it. So when we break down all of these things, what's the root cause? Does it all stem back to us? Does it all stem back to some sort of idea or thought pattern that we had in our childhood? Where does it stem from? This is some really deep work, guys. It's definitely getting more into that shadow work type stuff. It's gonna take some time. It's not gonna necessarily be easy. Once you've broken down the root cause of all these things, and it might not be one single root cause, it might honestly be multiple root causes, but try and break down to as few as possible just to really get to the bottom of it. And then once you have that done, what you want to do is you want to look at how many of these things do I have control over? How many of these things are more external obstacles that we don't have control over, and how many of them do we have control over? A lot of the time you'll find that a lot of them are actually things that you have control over, things that are mindsets or obstacles that we've kind of created for ourselves. So it's really important to kind of, distinguish between outside external obstacles and internal obstacles. So once you've done this, it's really a good time to really sit with this, meditate on it, just try to figure out, what are my next steps? What can I do to really change this? And some of the other journal prompts that I have for you are going to help you work through this. So another thing that you can do is actually write down the characteristics of the person who has blank, so has whatever you're looking for. So let's say there's a specific job that you want or career that you want. What are the characteristics of somebody who already has this? List them all out. Are they super determined? Are they confident? Are they a hard worker? And these are just really obvious characteristics. It's going to be more specific based on what specific role or job or whatever goal it is you're looking at, but really get down deeper. And when you think you've gotten down deep enough, dive deeper, really put yourself in the shoes of somebody who already has this thing that you want. What are the characteristics of that person? Next, you want to ask the question, how many of these traits do I already embody? Maybe you actually embody a lot of these traits already and you're not as far off as you thought you were. However, there might be a lot of traits that you see in this other person or theoretical person that already has this that you don't have yet, and that is okay. And those are the ones that you're gonna want to circle and kind of figure out, how can I embody these traits? How can I get there? An interesting thing to look out for is, a lot of the time we often put down very positive traits. However, if something negative comes up, then that might be a really key sign of something that is currently blocking you. So for example, let's say you want to be rich or you want to have a really big house, and then you're looking at the characteristics of a person who already has that, who's already very wealthy. Maybe one of the characteristics that come up are snob or selfish, negative stereotypical characteristics that some people think of when they think of rich people. Now, if these are coming up, it would make a lot of sense why you are being blocked and having difficulty manifesting a lot of wealth and prosperity in your life if this is what you think wealthy people are like. Basically, you found a limiting factor, a limiting belief that is preventing you from manifesting. So if you do find this, it's a good time to really analyze, where these mindsets are coming from, and kind of understand that just because some people might be stuck up doesn't mean all rich people are stuck up. And really working through this negative belief is gonna help you feel less like, if I become wealthy, then I must be stuck up, or I'm going to be stuck up. Basically preventing that blockage that's kind of stopping you from manifesting this wealth that you desire. Now, this is something that can take time, so don't be impatient with yourself. Don't feel like this is something that you can just journal through and be done in one night and like you're all good and like you're gonna manifest everything. You've got zero blocks, limitations, nothing. Like that's not how things work. Working through this stuff and journaling is a lot like therapy. It's something that's not a one and done deal. You have to keep at it. You have to be consistent with it. You always have to be working on yourself. Now, my next journal prompt for you is something that's gonna help you take action. You're gonna make a list of steps and actions that you can take to get closer to your goal or dream. The next thing I want you to do with this list is to circle your top 3 things, 3 actions that you think you can complete in the next month or 2. Next, put a star beside the one that you think that you can do this week. Next, you're gonna make it your priority to get this task done. No exceptions. You're gonna put it in a calendar. You're gonna make a reminder. You're gonna do honestly whatever it takes to get this one task, this first step done this week. This is gonna help you basically get started, get the ball rolling. A lot of the time we say we're gonna do things, we're gonna set goals, but then we don't actually take action and do them. So really choosing that first step, like I can definitely do this week. I can get this done. I can get started on these goals. That is gonna be amazing for getting you started in the right direction. So I hope these journal prompts were helpful for you. Definitely take the time to use them and use them consistently. Don't just do them once. Try and do them maybe every few months. Next, we're going to be talking about some manifestation magic. Basically rituals that you can do to help you manifest quicker and more efficiently. So the first one is a visualization exercise. Visualization is extremely powerful. Visualization is not only really good for attracting that energy, and scientifically has been proven to make a huge difference when it comes to achieving your goals. For example, I have read in various sources that there's been studies where basically they take these athletes and they get them to practice before a game. And then they take another group of athletes and they get them to practice, but then also visualize for the game. And it's amazing to see how much just visualization, imagining yourself playing the game, winning, getting that, basket or whatever sport is, can make such a big difference with their performance. Visualization has a huge impact on us achieving our goals. If we've seen ourselves do it in our mind's eye, we're more likely able to achieve that in the physical world, which is extremely cool and extremely motivational, I think, because I believe that if our mindset is where we need it to be, there's so much we're capable of doing. This exercise kind of works off of that, the psychological element of it, but it also is a little bit magical too. So for this exercise, you want to get comfortable, maybe play some soft music, instrumental music in the background. You could light a candle, incorporate anything that's gonna make you relax. You can add herbs, crystals, oils, whatever honestly you like. So now it's time to imagine yourself manifesting this dream or goal of yours. You want to visualize every single step of you getting what you want. Let's say you want to buy a house. You are gonna imagine every single step. You're gonna imagine you getting your loan or putting down a down payment. You're gonna imagine yourself walking into the house for the first time. You're gonna imagine yourself putting furniture in your new house. You're gonna imagine every single detail, like mentally, emotionally, physically. How do you feel? What does the house smell like? You want to put yourself there like you're actually experiencing it. So full on smile, laugh, shout, do whatever you need to do to feel present in that moment. You might stretch your arms up, you may jump around. Who cares? Like, you're gonna be doing this at a time where you are alone and in your own private space and stuff, so no one's gonna judge you. You want to really live in the moment. Like, feel that excitement. What is it gonna feel like when you actually have this? Feel like you already have it. Now that you have this thing in your life, now that you've purchased your home, for example, what happens next? Where do you go from here? What is life like now that you have this thing? Do you have more freedom? Are you proud with yourself? Are you feeling more excited about life? You want to imagine every single detail, because the more you imagine every detail, the more real it's gonna feel for you. So you want to keep building on this. Feel this energy building up within you. When you're ready to release the energy, you're gonna release this intention to the universe that whatever you've visualized is already on its way to you. You've manifested it. It's out there. It's coming. It's on its way. You just have to be patient now. There's no need to stress. It's on its way to you. So that's the first thing. Visualization techniques could definitely vary. You might want to get a little bit into a trance state before doing this by like staring at a candle for a while, or maybe you want to meditate first before you do the visualization, because not everybody has an easy time visualizing. So sometimes you need to get a little bit more relaxed, and there might be things that you have to do first to get relaxed and then visualize. But but this is a very helpful technique, and I suggest doing this a couple times a month, if not more often than that, if you can make it happen, because the more you visualize, the more real it's gonna feel. The next magical ritual that you can do is to bury your wish. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna write on a piece of paper your wish, your goal, your dream, whatever you are trying to manifest. You're gonna tie it, if you want, add a sigil to the piece of paper, give it a kiss, and you're gonna bury it in one of your house plants. If you don't have a house plant, you can bury it in your garden outside. I do like the idea of a house plant because it's something that you have in your house you look at every single day. And basically, as you nurture your plants, as you water them, you fertilize them, whatever it is, as you nurture them, you are nurturing your goal, you're nurturing your dream. As the plant grows stronger and gets bigger, so does that dream. It's really kind of like a two-in-one, and it's that symbolism of nurturing this dream of yours. So this is a really cool way to do that. If you want to amplify it even more, you might put a couple crystals in the pot of your plant. There's so many different things that you can do, but this is a really cute, easy spell that you can do to manifest your dreams. Next, I would just like to share some other tips and tricks to get you started on manifesting. So number one, this is one of my absolute favorites, and it is to create motivational playlists. Music is such a powerful influence on our lives, and the type of music we listen to definitely has an impact on our mood and our mindset. As much as I love some songs that have a little bit of a sad undertone, and sometimes they're just the kind of music that you want to listen to depending on what state you are in your life, I think that listening to some very positive motivational music is also extremely powerful, and probably something that we should listen to the majority of the time. I have two playlists that I've created for myself that I listen to based on kind of where I'm at, what my mood is, what I'm looking to achieve. The first one is my manifestation playlist. Basically, it's that very upbeat, positive playlist that just helps me to feel like I am empowered and I am capable of achieving anything that I want, anything that I set my mind to. I have a lot of really positive songs in there that just put you in a really good mood. Some of the songs I have on my manifestation playlist, which by the way, I'm going to be linking my playlist down below for you guys, but some of the songs I have on that playlist are Successful by Ariana Grande. I also have Just Like Magic by Ariana Grande, a song literally about manifestation. I have Independent Woman by Destiny's Child. I have some Spice Girls music in there too, and this is definitely a girl power kind of playlist, although there are some other like unisex songs in there too, so don't worry. There's songs about going for what you want, about manifesting your dreams, just songs about just being happy, and other just like chill, good vibes type music. I guess it's just my good vibes playlist, if that makes any sense. I like to listen to this playlist, especially in the shower when I'm getting ready in the morning, when I just want to have a really good day. But if you feel like you need that little extra motivation or pep in your step, then this is a really good technique. I highly recommend you guys either checking out my motivational playlist or making your own. And then my other playlist is my meditation / spirituality playlist, which is just really good, I find, for whenever I feel depressed, stressed out. It's just like that playlist that just kind of brings me back to my calm, centers me and grounds me again. That is my playlist, and I love it so much. It just relaxes me and puts me in a really good mood. So please take the time to make yourself some playlists that are really helpful and beneficial to you, and making playlists with specific purposes in mind for different moods and different phases of your life could be honestly so therapeutic and helpful. So I highly recommend doing that. My next tip for you is to get super duper clear on what you want, and don't let yourself forget about it. Stay focused on it. And ways to focus on this goal or dream of yours is to leave notes for yourself to see. You can make sticky notes. You can make sticky notes and leave them on your mirror and your bathroom, so every single time you get ready in the morning you see them. You can leave them on your refrigerator, a whiteboard in your room. You can make yourself a vision board. Not only is the creation process of the vision board extremely helpful for getting clear on what you want, but also just hanging it up and seeing it every single day is extremely effective for manifesting. Another thing you can do is actually give yourself a pep talk and then record it either on voice recording or a video, and then playing it back whenever you feel like you need it. Oftentimes we get into slumps, feel down about ourselves, and it takes a little bit of time to kind of get back to where we were. We can be in a really good positive place for a while, and then something just throws us off and we're having a hard time. And having that motivational pep talk recording there for you when you are in that bad place is really helpful. So I highly recommend doing this for yourself. It may feel weird, but it could be something very helpful for you. You could even write yourself a note or like a love letter type thing, like you're amazing, you got this, you've done this, 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 like write down all your accomplishments, tell yourself how you can make this next dream or goal happen. You can do that kind of thing. But the reason I suggested the recording is because sometimes when we're in a really depressed place, reading isn't exactly something that we feel like doing. So by having a recording for yourself to listen to while you're lying in bed feeling bad for yourself is actually a lot, I guess, easier to do, and it may be more effective. The next tip I have for you is to listen to motivational podcasts and also find your heroes. And when I say heroes, I mean people that like inspire you, people who have personality traits that you admire, people that are maybe doing the thing that you want to do. Find those people that inspire you to do better and follow them and listen to their podcasts or whatever they have to offer. I find that when I'm playing a podcast, I often am in a better mood and I definitely feel more empowered to do the things that I want to do with my life. And if I'm feeling down, one of the first things I'll do is I'll put a podcast on because it definitely brings me back to a more grounded and peaceful place. My final tip for you guys is to share with someone else who will be supportive of you and hold you accountable. Oftentimes we let fear get in the way of our dreams and our goals and procrastinate and sometimes we just don't get anything done. And you can't manifest without action. Action is one of the key components of manifestation. So by telling someone else what your goal or your dream is and what you're gonna do to make it happen, they can help you stay accountable. I can tell you for a fact, guys, that I don't think I would have launched my YouTube channel had I not spoken to my best friend about it. I had been thinking about launching a YouTube channel long before that, and I was really shy and scared to get started. I was worried that no one would like it, that no one would watch my videos, that I wasn't cool enough. I had like honestly so many limiting beliefs and ideas about myself. I was super vulnerable and I finally shared it with my best friend and she was so encouraging and she told me to go for it, and I felt like once I shared this dream, this goal with my best friend, I'm like, okay, I have to do it now. Like somebody knows what I want to do. I have to do it now. I have to follow through. So telling somebody what you want to do, telling someone what you're trying to go for is extremely helpful. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know in the comments below, what are your favorite techniques for manifesting your dreams and goals? I would love to hear them. And don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know if you want more videos like this one. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave because I put up new videos every single week and I wouldn't want you to miss out on them. I hope you guys have a beautiful day or night, whatever time you're watching this at, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, guys.